Elder Scrolls, Halo, Starfield, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Gears of War, and countless other franchises have a development cycle as long as election season. And just like election season, the result is often disappointing. Halo had 6 years between Guardians and Infinite, and both of those games had very mixed receptions due to subpar writing and subpar gameplay and more microtransactions than, well, actual gameplay. That has led the franchise into obscurity faster than an Epstein flight list in the hands of the FBI. Dragon Age Dreadwolf looks like a garbage fire in the making from the last couple of games released by BioWare, ranging from horrifically bad to barely passable, to the utter ship of thesis that is the development team. Now, considering the last couple of releases, the shit canning in question may actually improve the end product, but considering that they are owned by EA, I wouldn't count on it. But with that lengthy aside over, I would like to point out that these games are often before release protected by the gaming journos and fanboys alike. Before the game releases, anyone with the temerity to dare suggest that the game might not be the second coming of Jesus Christ just because it spent 10 years in development gets treated like they kicked a puppy. Starfield, a game that I'm looking forward to with quite a bit of enthusiasm, I still view with quite a bit of a suspicion due to the fact that it has spent 8 years in development and, according to Todd Howard, has only really clicked in the last 2. Think about that for a moment. No one at Bethesda had a clear creative vision for this game until 2 years ago. And therein lies what I think to be the problem with many studios, where they make a game and then sort of figure out what they want it to be afterwards. This lack of coherent creative vision is not good for rather obvious reasons. But why do the studios do this? Well, because most of them are publicly traded companies, and due to that corporate structure, they are often just turning out games because that is what the stockholders want. And if the stockholders are willing to shovel money into a project for 5 years, then maybe in the 6th they will finally get a eureka moment and everything will click into place. This rudderlessness is starting to make all that feature creep in Fallout 4 make sense. All those unskippable side missions and Dragon Age Inquisition starting to come into focus. Because what do you do when your main premise is garbage or non-existent? Well, you cover it up with hours of pointless bitch work. Settlement building in Fallout 4 is not there because it's a good mechanic. It's there because Bethesda hoped that people would focus on that instead of the rest of the game, which sucked harder than Kamala Harris. But tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.